But let's turn our attention on the opposition NDC now, which has been responding to jabs thrown at it by none less than the president, Nana Akufo-Addo. You will recall that last week at the commissioning of the first phase of the Tema Motorway Interchange project, the president cast doubt on the Mahama administration's projects. Watch.
A pledge to the Ghanaian people to expand and improve the road network while closing the missing links in the network. We had to make this pledge because we know that the so-called unprecedented infrastructure development of the Mahama administration was fantasy, existing in the Green Book and not on the ground.
Well, the NDC is criticizing President Akufo-Addo for describing the projects under the Mahama administration as fictional and only existing in the Green Book. The NDC argues that the president's claim demonstrates his deficiency in paying attention to detail. Former Deputy Communications Minister Felix Kwakye Ofosu, citing a number of projects constructed under the Mahama administration, including the Ridge Expansion Project, the University of Ghana Medical Center, and the construction of some road projects, questioned why government would proceed to release 2.2 billion cedis to clear debts owed road contractors if they claim the roads only existed in the Green Book.
It is possible that despite having heard about it, President Akufo-Addo has never cited a copy of the book and has thus not had the opportunity to peruse it, in which case he would have been compelled to rely on the same pedestrian propaganda of low-level MPP communicators. For the avoidance of doubts, there is not a single project in the Green Book which does not exist on the ground today or for which clear context has not been provided regarding its status. Anybody interested in the truth would simply match what is in the Green Book to what exists on the ground. Such an exercise, ladies and gentlemen, will yield only one outcome, which is that the work shown in the book are as real as they come, and evidence of them are abundant. How can President Akufo-Addo, for instance, look the people of Ghana in the eye and say that the Ridge Hospital does not exist, when everybody knows it does, and that on the 4th of March 2020, he told it to ostensibly ascertain the state of preparedness of that magnificent edifice towards the fight against COVID-19. Surely, the president would not have Ghanaians believe that what he saw on his visit to the hospital was fantasy, or that he was walking on the pages of the Green Book when he undertook that tour. Or is the president telling the people of Ghana that when on the same 4th of March 2020, he toured the ultra-modern Terminal 3 at the Kotoka International Airport to learn about their COVID-19 preparedness, he was inspecting a phantom facility? The president's assertion that President Mahama had stated that he constructed all roads in Ghana during his tenure and that those roads cannot be found is yet another falsehood that must not come from the occupant of the highest office of the land. I wish to put it beyond doubt, ladies and gentlemen, that President Mahama has never made such a claim anywhere or at any time. We would like to throw a direct challenge to the president to show where and when his predecessor said this or forever hold his peace. It is obvious that President Akufo-Addo invented this falsehood in a bid to mask his abysmal performance in road construction, as is the case in every other sector of national life. Between pages 100 and 113, the Green Book lists over 200 roads that had either been completed, were ongoing at the time, or which had been awarded on contract. Here too, I wish to state for emphasis that there is not a single road which was said to have been done in the Green Book that does not exist. He has never ceased telling the people of Ghana that his wobbly government has paid road contractors as much as 2 billion Ghana cedis in arrears owed them by the previous NDC government. Unless President Akufo-Addo is publicly admitting to paying contractors for no work done, it is extremely illogical and totally disrespectful to the people of Ghana for the same person to say that no road projects have been done by President Mahama or that the roads exist only in the Green Book. It's on the screen. And the president's statement is on the screen. This is gleaned from the site of the presidency of the Republic of Ghana. Here, he states that he is paying road contractors, in fact, clearing President Mahama's debts. So I wish to ask, if President Mahama had not constructed roads, and the roads exist only in the ground, why is President Akufo-Addo paying contractors? It is perfectly legitimate for Ghanaians to demand that their roads be fixed, especially in areas where work on roads started by his predecessor have stalled because of vindictive but totally unjustified investigations carried out by his government, which yielded no results.